15 Best Evergreen Ground Cover Plants. Although it's more often seen with blue flowers, the Alba cultivar of Vinca minor offers white blooms. Because this flowering vine can take dry shade, it's a problem solver. Many plants don't like such conditions. Pachysandra terminalis, zones 4 to 8, is a classic broadleaf evergreen ground cover for shade and also tolerates dry shade. Whereas Vinca has both nice leaves and pretty flowers, Pachysandra is just a foliage plant. But its leaves are bigger, shinier, a brighter green, and fill in more densely, so the trade-off can be worthwhile. Juniper horizontalis is classified as a shrub, but, because it has a creeping form, it bridges the gap between subshrubs and the great majority of shrubs. Euonymus fortunae moonshadow is a broadleaf evergreen shrub for zones 5 to 8. Variegated leaves are the trademark of these ornamental shrubs. The bicolored pattern can be thought of as an inside-out version of the more popular Euonymus fortunae emerald in gold, where the green is in the middle of the leaf and the brighter color on the edge. Juniper squamata blue star isn't a creeping juniper, but it stays short 3 feet at maturity. It eventually becomes wider 5 feet at maturity than it is tall. So it can be an effective evergreen ground cover if grown in a mass. English ivy, zones 4 to 9, was a popular evergreen ground cover for shade in the US for a long time. Then gardeners began to catch on to the fact that this woody vine is invasive in many areas. Ask your county extension to check if your area is one of them. Fortunately, if you really like this vine and need a tough plant to fill in a shady spot, there is a workaround. Since it is mainly the traditional types that are invasive, select from among the numerous new cultivars that are much less vigorous growers. The species plant, Ajuga reptans, zones 3 to 10, is another invasive plant, so be sure to explore cultivar options here. Many have attractive foliage, as well as blue flowers. As with English ivy, the variegated cultivars tend to be less invasive. Burgundy glow is one. In contrast with Vinca and Pachysandra, Phlox subulata is a ground cover for full sun. It prefers its soil to be kept evenly moist but tolerates dry soil. A semi-evergreen, it grows in zones 3 to 9. Its leaves are needle-like, but it's valued much more for its flowers, which form a thick mat of color. Ophiopogon planiscapus nigrescens, zones 6 to 9, is semi-evergreen with moderate water needs. Grow it in shade in the south, and in full sun in the north. Some types of creeping thyme, zones 5 to 8, are evergreen. The Thymus citriodorus archer's gold cultivar is one. This drought-tolerant plant is a perennial for full sun. Like most Mediterranean herbs, it thrives in dry, well-drained soil. Lamium maculatum orchid frost, zones 4 to 8, is another pretty ground cover for dry shade. It's a flowering ground cover, pink, that doubles as a foliage plant, thanks to its silvery leaves edged in green. Those leaves can be either evergreen or semi-evergreen, depending on conditions. There are a number of plants in the sedum genus, a group of plants considered succulents. One of the most widely grown is autumn joy. If you're looking to grow something different from what your neighbors have, try chocolate drop, so called for its deliciously dark leaves. The formation of flower buds on Helleborus orientalis, zones 4 to 9, is a sure sign of spring. This shade lover needs an average amount of water. Added benefits with Lenten Rose are that it reseeds well and is vole resistant. With Teucrium chamadries, zones 5 to 9, we transition from perennials to subshrubs, plants with woody stems. Wall Germander is a drought-tolerant, evergreen ground cover. The Candytufts are also drought-tolerant subshrubs that flower best in full sun. They're evergreen in the south, semi-evergreen in the north. Species include. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.